Change, human nature versus human spirit. Good morning, my name's Paul Simos from Big Vision Life Coach. This is the Mega Living Magic Moments episode number 87. This morning, I'd like to share with you a very interesting topic, or one that's very interesting to me anyway, and I'm sure you'll understand it and you'll really appreciate it. So what I want to talk about is about the battle between our human nature and our human spirit. Now, we all want change in our life. Well, I certainly do. I want to get better health. I want to earn more money. What else do I want to do? I want to have better relationships. I want to have more travel. There's many things that I want to do in my life. And to have those things, I need to change. And the challenge is that a lot of us find change very difficult. Now, there are those that change and grow in their life and they really develop. And there's those that don't grow and develop and change, and they stay the same pretty much all the way through their life. Now, for those that do change, is it any easier for them than it is for those that don't? No, we all have to go through the process of change. And if you understand what's happening on certain levels, I think it makes it easier to then prepare yourself to go into change with eyes open and know the rules of the game. So just very quickly, we have human nature and we have our human spirit. Now let me talk about human nature first. Human nature is very lazy. It's just there. It just wants to survive. It just wants to do the bare minimum. It just wants to relax, take it easy and exist. That's our human nature. Now, our human spirit is very different. It's designed to grow, to develop, and to expand and to learn. And there's a fight going on between the human spirit and then also the human nature. And they're fighting. One doesn't want to do anything and the other one wants to grow, learn, and expand. So what do? We've got a challenge in our being, this pressure, this inconsistency. And that's why I think a lot of people, me included, in some areas of our lives, we spin our wheels and we don't go too far. We don't go in a forward and upward direction. So what's the solution? What can we do to have some sort of integration between our human nature and our human spirit so we're able to move forward? So what I've discovered over the years in my own life and my own challenges and my own growth is that for me, I really need to whip my human nature into action. I can't let it sit around and just do nothing and relax and take it easy. Yes, sometimes I do because we need to have a rest. But if I'm always allowing my human nature to win and to relax and to do this and not to work and not to have a schedule, it's like a child. You think of a child, they're there playing their iPad or watching TV, watching cartoons. The longer you leave the child with the iPad, with the cartoons, just enjoying themselves, relaxing, no schedule, not doing anything else, what happens? Yes, you know what happens. They become very lazy. And if they spend the whole weekend on the iPad or on watching TV, what happens when you turn the TV off or you take the iPad away? They resist. Oh no, I want to keep watching it. Go do your homework. No, I don't want to do my homework. Go have a shower. No, I don't want to have a shower. They become very lazy. And that's exactly what happens to us. If we pander to our human nature too much and don't have any schedule, we don't whip it into action, we have the same response. In the end, we don't want to do anything. We don't want to grow. The human spirit wants us to grow, but the human nature just wants to sit around and do nothing. So we really have to whip our human nature into action. How do we do that? Well, the best way that I know is to, number one, we have to work the physical body. How do we do that? Number one, we exercise. We get it moving. Do regular daily exercise if you can. Number two, we really have to watch our diet. Keep off the sugars and the fats and don't pamper the body too much and have a good diet and even restrict some of the food that even for me, I know sometimes I eat too much. And when I eat too much, I just want to go sit around and do nothing. I want to go have a sleep, especially on a Sunday afternoon. If you have a big meal, what happens? You eat too much, especially around this time at Christmas time. After we've had a big meal, we've drunk too much alcohol. we just want to go sleep and do nothing. So by restricting food, still have enough to be able to operate, but get rid of the excess food. That's another thing we can do. A schedule is awesome for the human nature. It needs to have a schedule. It needs to get up early, needs to do things in the morning. It needs to have a system in place. Now, sleeping's good and we should get, 7 or 8 hours sleep, whatever you need. But after that, don't sleep in. Don't just lie there. Get the body up, get it into action, get a system, get your daily rituals that will really help your body to perform, to step in line, to step up. What happens with your child when they do their homework, you get them to move, you get them into a system, into a program at home that they're following. Okay, shower first, then homework. Now you do some reading. They're very good. They behave very well. And the human nature needs that sort of system. So once you do that, really work the body, work on your health, work on what you eat, exercise, get some rituals in place. Now you're starting to bring your human nature into line. So then with your human spirit, the one that wants to grow, now I'm going to set some goals. I want to grow. What do I want to do? I want to get another job. I want to create a business. Whatever it is, the human spirit wants to grow and learn. If your body is now ready, it's fully charged, it's energized, it's not lazy, you've whipped it into action, it's now got a system, it's easier for the human spirit to work with the human nature. But while that human nature is lazy and doing nothing and just sitting around, it's very hard. The human spirit gets frustrated and we spin our wheels. So that's it. That's my Mega Living Magic Moment message today. I hope all that made sense. It makes perfect sense to me. So what's the message? We've got human nature, we've got human spirit, and they're fighting with each other. How do we grow and develop and change in our life? We need to work hard on our human nature. We need to get our body into action. When that happens, with our human spirit, we can come together and we can go forward and upwards into our goals in 2019. That's it. That's my Mega Living message today. So have a great weekend. Talk to you next time. High five. Bye for now.